When we think about where our food comes from, or maybe even where our clothing comes from, we think about the store. But oftentimes we're not tracing those items all the way back to the land.
Those breaks in that chain of knowledge mean that we're not connected to the plants and animals and air that went into producing that food in the first place. And then that makes it easier for us to ignore those systems or to degrade them.
With agriculture happening in its own space, with conservation happening in its own space, and with the way that humans are developing landscapes and also the way that they're developing their understanding of the landscapes, all of those things are happening in a way that are not synergistic. They're not aligned for greater health.
The systems of agriculture that have been managed in a way that have depleted natural resources have the opportunity to change and have the opportunity to grow and evolve, but it has to be in a place-based, contextually relevant way.
Jalama Canyon Ranch presents an incredibly unique opportunity to bring agriculture, conservation, and human development into a healthy alignment.
We hope that Jalama Canyon Ranch will be a very dynamic hub where we train the next generation of land stewards, where we work with institutions and researchers to advance the science and practice of regenerative agriculture, and where we develop a regional food system that reconnects human health to ecosystem health in an economically viable way.
We have the potential to take an example like Jalama Canyon Ranch and transform it into something that can be a seed.
It allows us to share with the community at large what's been working, what hasn't been working, and really stimulate transition at a larger scale, well beyond the borders of our 1,000 acres there.
That's what I want to share with the chefs of our community. That's where I want to study the nutritional density of our food that's grown in a way that supports ecosystem function. In that, we can get everyone on board to be able to do what's necessary to create an agricultural system that is going to carry forward.
There's a strength when producers are working together, chefs are working together, business owners are working together.
It's not that it's complicated and we just need enough time and energy to figure it out. It's complex and we get to learn how to engage with it.
How do you make change in the world? It begins with soil health. It begins with regenerative agriculture.
We're honored to be able to do this in a place like Santa Barbara that has a long history of ecological stewardship.
We have a unique and rare opportunity to acquire the Jalama Canyon Ranch, which is perfectly suited to overcome all of the current barriers to the adoption of regenerative agriculture at scale.
We plan to provide education and training to land stewards, create a local farmer support network, demonstrate economically profitable soil and ecosystem regeneration, conduct scientific research, and invest in key community infrastructure.
Join us in 2020 to acquire this land and really root this movement in our region.
It's going to be a really beautiful experience of reconnection. If you take this journey with us, there's gold there.